Tired of the old you? Take that cellulite and shape it into realistic-looking muscles. Sculpt your bad parts into good parts with lipoplanting. Actual muscles not guaranteed.
We got pop-up showers downtown, highs of 95, lows of 22, and a giraffe from the petting zoo is apparently on the freeway driving a Gasconade convertible? Watch out for overpasses, buddy. Thanks for sticking your neck out for us. Get it? Neck? Here is a track for your flea for freedom. We're rooting for you.
Addicted to chaos, she's got you on a string. She got you to love her with a napalm cling. So you put up with the drama and the stress it breaks you. She competes with your ego against all that makes you who you are, so she can dominate you. She needs to own your mind and she manipulates you with all these ultimatums. I know how much you hate them. If that's what you got, so what? You're better off with nothing. 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 Hey. Human furniture in her cocoon. She challenges your spirit till she's got you in orbit. So you chase her storm, cleaning the mess she makes. Domestic servant to the heart she breaks. You're talking half sentences you ripped in two. And that's what you got, so what? You're better off with nothing. 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 Hey.
Yeah, I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, I'm really that guy. Yo, I ain't no small fry. If you wanna get it done, you know who to call, right?
One card, that's all. Yeah, my face card, good in all states. Money like fast food, need happy meal, big fry, large shake. All I know is get it now, like wild way, can't hesitate. And if they hate, gon' let them hate. I keep going up, I'm levitate. I might go 1 week, no sleep, then spend a whole next week on the beach. I'm really living like this, no joke. I remember days we was sleeping on the floor. If you had one pick and you don't wanna lose, you know to choose. They know how I do it, they like my groove. I'm making
big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, I'm really that guy. Yo, I ain't no small fry. If you wanna get it done, you know who to call, right? Yeah. I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. I'm with all the big shots. I get all the big knots. If you wanna see me, you better come to the top.
Whenever my phone ring, I know it's the money. It's sweet and it's sticking to me, it's my honey. Been at it a long time, I'm still spending on honey. If you think you taking it from me, you funny. I'm pushing the buttons, I call out the shots. If you think you better, I'm calling you out. If you wanna speak, come meet me at the top. At first they couldn't see, can't stop watching me now. I pay my own way, then I stayed in my lane. Can't stop going till I reach all my goals. You don't have no way, you always in a lane. You just wanna be me and it shows. If you had one pick and you don't wanna lose, you know to choose. They know how I do, they liking my groove. I'm making big moves.
I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, I'm really that guy. Yo, I ain't no small fry. If you wanna get it done, you know who to call, right? Yeah. I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. I'm with all the big shots. I get all the big knots. If you wanna see me, you better come to the top.
I may have left this one on the grill a little too long. Or maybe it's just right. Oh, geez! Bunt hot dogs. There's no R in bunt.
Well, I took a couple of call-ins during the last song, and while I definitely can't play what they said on the air, they wanted to hear this one.
Hey, I'm Big Papi David Ortiz, and you are listening to Super Mega Radio.
There's a loose pinata cargo container on the highway. It's been sliding for a few miles now, and hopefully it'll come to a rest soon, but it's a real nuisance. Stay off the highway.
I'm good doing my own thing. I don't need any help with that. I'm fine like a diamond ring. Got a shine that you can't forget. And I don't care what you bring. Oh, you're never gonna see me sweat. So blessed, I got everything. Won't see me taking anything less. I got one life. Trying to get it right. Don't need you telling me what I should do. I'm a renegade. I'm unafraid. Don't need you telling me what I should do. I don't need your point of view. Got enough things to fill my cup. Living free till I'm black and blue. I don't think I'll ever loosen up. And I don't care what you do. If you're coming for it, better back up. And every day is brand new. Gonna build it from the bottom up. I got one life. Trying to get it right. Don't need you telling me what I should do. I'm a renegade. I'm unafraid. Don't need you telling me what I should do. Gotta let me live. Gotta let me live. Gotta let me live. Gotta let me live.
Super Mega Radio, home of constant interruptions like this one.
Squelch soda. Ouch, that hurt.
Like cherry, cherry blossom, boom, boom, boom. 하나노, 이미 좋아. 이미 즐거워. No choo-choo. Cherry blossom, boom, living here in my sun. 신나, 지금 미니카에 내가 구운 날. 돌리고, 새겨 콜라. All that I wanna. 되니 이름 뭐래, why I wanna take a break. I can feel it in me, 기로 이미 두둑한 나의 요리. Let it go, let it go, let it go, I lose control. Ain't with me. Cherry blossom이 달린 사이다. 여름이 가오는 romance. Cherry blossom to the day. To the next level. 날아가고 있다면. 있어주면 good as I die. 하나는 밀려 forever. 공할로마 간지 달라. 난 기억부터 diving in love. Cherry blossom 화강나고 모두 끝이. You know I own. Give it to me, yeah. Give it to me right now. I can feel it in me. 기로 이미 두둑한 나의 요리. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I lose control. Cherry blossom 달린 사이다. 여름이 가오는 romance. Cherry blossom to the day. To the next level.
Roar Sports Network is the best place to catch up with the latest in-game analysis, trade rumors, and commentary. Check it out on 540 AM.
A quick check-in on the weather. Either there was just a very large, very obnoxious atmospheric river pounding down against the roof, or the local flock of seagulls just took some serious revenge against the station building. All the more
You won't
reason to
believe
stay in my
this, but
comfy
I
booth.
have been recording and talking this whole time, and I didn't even realize it. Gosh darn it, everyone, I am so sorry. I cannot believe this. I can't go back because it's already happened. I don't know. I won't be able to record over this. Oh, man, everyone, I'm so sorry. Recording this on the morning of the video being dropped because I didn't have a chance to do it earlier this week. And so I just rushed to get in, and I normally test my mic first, and I forgot to. And it just occurred to me. I looked down at my controller, and I was on mute, and I Oh my god, I'm so mad. Well, what you missed was me just continuing to celebrate because Digg Efforto, up to this point, was on a 7-game hitting streak to start the season. Let's see what he did after game 7. My god, I'm so deflated now. He still gets another hit, so he just went 1 for 3. He gets, I think, another RBI, another single. He struck out once, and I think he scored another run. Digg is having an incredible year, and I have been talking about how awesome he's doing, and none of you have heard it. I just need to collect myself for a quick moment because I am so frustrated. I recapped season 1. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, everybody. You can go ahead and roast me in the comments below and just tell me how bad this is. I'll put a comment in at the beginning so that people know why you can't hear me at the beginning, but I cannot believe that I just did that. Oh, it's so frustrating. All right, so, oh my goodness. See what happened since that game ended. Development for Miyoshi, Beerson, Butterfinger. Chance to lose Butterfinger. Heimlich, Belay, and Hard Apple. You didn't even get a chance to see me struggle to say Garlapali's name like 10 times before I started to finally say it the right way. Oh my god. I'm really, really upset. I'm so sorry, everybody. Yeah. In case anyone skipped ahead to this point, we did get development for Digg back in season. Actually, I can filter this to show you. Let's get rid of all these other things. And so that way you can just see. So we can see the development that happened this year, and I'll just tell you a little bit about what occurred. So let's go back down to game 2. Because that was the first opportunity that Digg had for development. So for game 2, he did gain 3 arm, but didn't get the bonus 5 arm, and didn't gain the Little Hack trait. We spent $103,700. I did keep track of that for last year. Last year we spent $820,500 on him in PDO opportunities. So I'll keep an eye on those throughout the year. We fast forward to game 6, where Digg had another PDO opportunity, and this one he gained +1 power, +5 speed. He did get the bonus roll there, which was a 12.5% chance, and he gained 1 contact. Another opportunity to gain Little Hack, and he wasn't able to. That one cost $305,800, and that is all we've seen from Digg on the development side. But of course, you have seen him lighted up on the field, as he's 12 for 29 for a 414 average and a 900 OPS, which is good for number 2, just behind Walter Valter, of all people, which is really weird. But for those that have played at least 8 games, like Digg, he actually leads the team in OPS, which is absolutely nuts. Let's see if that continues. He is on a 8-game hitting streak. Just want to double check here. He's 12 for 29. Let's set the lineup. He sits in the 8th spot in the order. He's 12 for 29. Let's see if he gets another hit. And not much action there as we go to extra innings before we finally score a run and beat the Jacks 1-0. Garlapali or Goatman. I'm going to give this to Goatman here. Valter or Gauderon. Let's go Valter. I'm still so mad. Cannot believe that the whole time I was doing this, you guys couldn't hear me. I'm going to head to the next game. I'm just going to be reeling the rest of this video, so just bear with me. Okay, since that game ended... I have to put those back up, so let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. What else did I do? Skill change events. Manager. Wait, I don't need the manager moments. So game results, skill change, development outcomes, development availability. I will keep the retired players as well, which won't be relevant here. So, okay. So since that game ended, wait, why is it not showing? Okay, whatever. So we have minus 12 fielding for Olaf. We have Raffy slaps with development. Flay gains 1 speed. McCarthy gains a 2-seam fastball and bumps up to an A-. Stubbs Wilson -1. Power. Goatman +1 junk. Miyoshi -1 fielding. Development options. Chance for Butterfingers to lose Butterfingers. Clear that out. He doesn't lose it. Heimlich will not gain easy jumps. Belay gets better in contact and fielding. Hard Apple gaining the elite curveball, nope. And Beerson, just minimal growth there. But extra arm for Raffy slaps the third baseman, and that'll do it for that. All right, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and set the lineup for this next game. Bergenberg is tense. Walter's injured, so he's going to have to sit out. All right, just a real quick reminder. 13 for... Oh, shit, I forgot to even check. And he does have another hit, which means he is continuing his hitting streak to 9 straight games now. It was another single. He walked once. He even stole a base. Our boy Digg Efforto stole a base. And he is batting .406 now. So it was 1 for 3, I believe, with a hit and a stolen base. So he's 13 for 32. God, I'm all frazzled now. I forgot my routine and everything. All right, game 2 of the doubleheader against the Jacks. We won 1-0 into extra innings. We get ahead early. We hold the lead. We lose the lead, and we end up losing the game. So we'll give this one to Cozy. He's not a good player at all. All right, simulate to the next game. We will check and see what happened since the last game ended. Development for Hard Apple, dropping 10. Contact for Scout. Development for Sakta, his first of the year. Hugh with development. Spooner with development. Mondo with development. And Bergenberg with development. Nothing for Digg, unfortunately. Let's see what he did. He had 13 hits prior. 14 hits. He's got his hitting streak continues. 10 games into the season, he still has a 10-game hitting streak. Most hits on the team. Oh my God. He was 1 for 3. He had another single. He scored a run, I believe. He had a second stolen base. He was also hit by a pitch. So he's stolen 2 bases this year. He actually, can you believe he leads the team in stolen bases? The only other player to steal a base was Sakta Song, and he's 1 for 2.
Folks, you'll want to avoid the island.
Perfect stolen base record for Digg Efforto in Season 2 so far, and his average is sitting at 400. So he's 14 for 35. Crazy. I cannot believe that Digg is just going so hard this season. All right, get through these. No falls behind for Jacobs. K Neglector will be added to Bergenberg. That's a shame. Sakta improves his utility to all outfield positions, which is amazing. Trey Mondo avoids K Neglector, and Hard Apple avoids Surrounded. Spooner does not get fastball hitter. Simulate to the next game. Setting the lineup. Holy crap. A lot of players tense here. Digg sitting locked in at the 8th spot. And again, he is 14 for 35. Let's simulate the game. Going up against Maurice Brick. And we lose 3-1. So 14 for 35. Look at this to Goatman. He's younger. I'm going to do this first because I want to keep remembering the stats here. Digg. Oh, his hitting streak ends. Oh, man. Ends at 10 games. He goes 14. He goes 0 for 3. He, trying to double check if anything else happened here. Nothing else happened. Maybe a few more strikeouts. He's at 12 for the year now, but his hitting streak ends at 10 straight games. What a run for Digg Efforto before it finally catches up to him. Keep in mind, Digg has 12 power and 29 contact. He was able to have a 10-game hitting streak. Absolutely insane. What a run there, Digg. All right, so since that game ended, let's go ahead and simulate the next one, or simulate to the next one. We're sitting at 5 and 6, 2 games back of the Crocs. Again, I don't expect us to make it to the playoffs this year. Minus 10 arm for Scout. She's already bad, and she just got that much worse. Fabio Dor, Hard Apple, minus 2 for Legend. Workhorse for Trey, potentially. Legend with development, minus 2 power for Sakta. He's regressing at 26. Horace with development, and Madeline McCarthy with development. So we have gotten really rough luck as we've only had 2 PDO opportunities for Digg so far this season through 11 games. Go ahead and clear out those PDOs. And Hard Apple just gained Meltdown, which is awful. Odor, power and contact bonus there. McCarthy avoids Meltdown. Where's Heimlich? Nothing bonus there. And Workhorse for Trey. No, he does not get it. That would actually be a really interesting combo. If he can get Workhorse and Stimulated, he has a higher chance of making it to the late innings. And then Stimulating gives him a second win, which would be really cool. Something I've thought about a lot, but I've never seen it actually play out. All right. So Trey's actually juiced for this matchup. It's not because of his Stimulated trait. Go ahead and set the lineup. Digg. Oh, and Trey's bumped up to the 6th spot. That's crazy. It's just because how bad our team is. All right, Digg, you are 14 for 38. So let's start a new hitting streak here. 14 for 38. We get shut out 7-0. Yikes. Give this to Valter. We'll drop Seb, he's older. Trey or Raffy. I'm going to do Raffy here, he's older. He was 14 for 38. Let's see if he got a hit. Nope, 14 for 40. So he was 0 for 2. I think he walked a couple of times. He's at 5 walks now. So he was able to get on base a couple of times, it looks like, at the very least. He didn't strike out, but he's stalling out at 14 hits. He still leads the team in hits. Filet Jones at number 2. Which is a really weird season. All right, simulate to our next game. Let's see what development opportunities are available. Seb gains fielding. Scout with a development option. Olaf with drop in arm. Dwayne potentially losing clutch. Seb, chance to lose bad ball hitter. Sakta with development. Werner with development. Minus 1 velocity for Trey. And Norimiyoshi with development. So again, nothing for Digg. Dwayne keeps clutch. Seb loses bad ball hitter. He just became easily replaceable at this point. Fielding for Sakta. Werner, no bonuses there. Scout, no bonuses there. Miyoshi, no bonuses. All right. Man, we need to get something for Digg here. He hasn't had much of a season. I promise you, I've seen some of these seasons are just going to blow up for him, and he's going to jump like 3 letter grades. It's going to be crazy. I'll set the lineup here. Check, see where Digg is at with his... He's 14 for 40. He is actually locked in for this one, so let's simulate and see. 14 for 40. And we don't see him pop up on the right side, but he does. We do win 3-1. Development for... I guess I'll go Cozy here. All right, sim ahead to our next game. We jump up to 2nd place in the division. Weak division this year. And let's see what Digg did. 14 for 40. He goes 14 for 44. So he went 0 for 4 slowly regressing in the back half of the season here, or not regressing, but probably regressing back to the mean statistically. I think he struck out twice as well, so not a good game for him. Again, that's probably more likely what we expected from him. All right, development for Beerson. -6 velocity for Skinner at 25. That sucks. Digg finally with some development here at after game 13. Development for Scout, for Legend, for Cozy, for Filet, and a couple of players get dropped there. So game 13, let me take notes here, which is what I have been doing. We are going to pay 113,800 to see if we can gain his a little more fielding here. So trying to loosen your body, tighten your mind in yoga class, can it help him to improve his speed in fielding? Well, he gets 2 speed, 1 fielding, and a chance for bonus 2. He will not get it. Will this give him a bump in his later grade? Still a D+. So he gets +2 fielding. Let's write that down. And +1 speed. Again, another small bump there, but slowly getting better. I want more of the offensive development for him, though, so we'll see what happens. Bonus contact for Filet. He's up to 53 now, which actually starts to make him look a lot more valuable. Scout with some bump here, and Pearson doesn't gain RBI 0. Spooner does not gain first pitch prayer, but he does gain extra fielding. His best rating got better. Retains Volatile for Garlapali. Okay. We will set the lineup for the next game. Digg is neutral. He is 14 for 44. And we'll sim this one. Nemesis were mad that we beat him in that first game of the season. They beat up on us again 11-1. We'll drop Goatman here. Sim to the next game. He was 14 for 44. Let's see what he did in this last game. 15 for 47. So finally got his first hit after the 10-game hitting streak. So first hit in 4 games. 4 games. Went 1 for 3. It was another single. Nothing of note elsewhere. He might have... No, I think he had 6 walks already. But yeah, he's been quietly just getting the job done in his spot in the order. So nothing of note there. Let's see what happened since that game ended. We have development for Skinner. But Michaels just got dropped. Horace Heimlich, Raffy slaps. +4 power for Trill Dangerfield. He's getting better offensively. -1 contact for Bobby. A lot of players getting moved. And here is development for Digg Efforto with a chance to gain Slowpoke. So here's where I have to make a decision, because I don't want him to gain a negative trade here. So game 14. Let's see what we do. And development for McCarthy there. So let's take a look at this one. So outcome. We lose 1 power, guaranteed. We gain 4 arm, we gain 3 fielding. And a chance for more fielding and more arm with the risk of gaining Slowpoke. To me, this is a development that I will ignore. And the reason why I'd say that, I'm open to risk, but he is going to boost his 2 already best traits, drop his worst trait, which we need to work on developing, and there's a risk of him gaining a negative trait, and he's already not that quick. I don't want to give him a harder time trying to reach first base safely, so I am not going to do this one. I'm not going to spend on it. Let me know in the comments whether you think I made a good decision here or not, and I know from your experience watching this so far, you're not seeing a lot of opportunities pop up, so you might be thinking we need to do this wherever they come up. I am going to say that this is one where I'm fine with skipping it, which is also unfortunate because we're at the late end of the season here, and it is going to sit around for at least 1 game, likely 2 games, which means this might be the last PDO that we get for Digg this season, which, again, it's frustrating, but it is what it is. This is just a rough development year for Digg, despite his success offensively. So let's get rid of these other ones. Clear those out. I guess it doesn't really matter why we were cleaning these out, but you see we have 42 million in surplus up there. Bonus for junk for Kira. And McCarthy gains the two-seam fastball. So that was her only roll there, and she got it. So that's cool. Or elite two-seam fastball. So yeah, Diggs is going to stay here, at least for another game. I'm really frustrated by that for sure, but I don't want to risk giving him a bad trade. So yeah, let's go ahead and sim ahead to the next game. We set the lineup. Digg is 15 for 47. Let's see what he does in this game. Butterfinger's really the only one doing anything. Raffy slaps with a 3-run homer. We end up losing. So 15 for 47 for Digg. Oh yeah, last game of the season is next, so that is frustrating. 15 for 47, and Digg does not get a hit. He goes 0 for 2 with another walk and nothing else. I think another strikeout. So, quiet back half of the year for Digg here. Let's see what happens since the game ended. Hugh with development, Churl, Raffy, Cozy gets +9 fielding. That's a big bump. Horace with a chance to gain K Collector. Bergenberg chance to lose K Neglector. Cozy gains some arm. He needs it. Tish Ballin drops. That might be an option we bring in. And Lou Devaziz gets dropped as well, who... Oh no, he got brought in. Taylor McWales got dropped. All right, clear out these developments, Digg. Yeah, we're not going to get another one. I think there is a chance that it gets replaced after this game. But we'd have to roll the 48%, and we'd have to roll the chance that one of the 6 are him again. So let's get these other ones out of the way so we have a chance at it. And Heimlich just gained K Collector, so that's awesome. He is now a B. Hugh Jacobs, nothing bonus there. Gerald Dangerfield does not gain Cannon Arm. That would be cool. Cozy gets the bonus arm and consistent. Bergenberg does not get rid of the K Neglector trade. That's really frustrating. And that's all of those. So we head into the last game of the season against the Crocs. Butterfield's locked in. Digg is 15 for 49. Last chance for him to get a hit before the season ends. Let's go ahead and see how we do against the Crocs. We end up losing 3-1. That's how our season ends. Look at the development here to Gertie. We'll probably look at a different option for Seb in the offseason here. Let's see. He was 15 for 49, 15 for 52. So he went 0 for 3. He struck out again, I believe, and nothing else. So he ends the year with 15 hits, a 288 average, which is a huge bump from where he was last year. He gets 6 RBIs, which is better than the 0 he had last year. He had 4 runs scored. He had 16 total hits, 1 extra base hit. It was a double. He walked 7 times, a big jump from last year. He struck out 18 times, which is tough to see, but pretty much expected from him. It looks like he may have gotten an error in that last game, his only error of his career so far. 2 stolen bases, 1 hit by pitch, and 1 sacrifice fly. I don't think there's anything else on the far right here that we need to see. Huge uptick in plate appearances. The batting average of balls in play at 441, so that's really nice to see. Strikeout rate goes down. Extra base hit rate goes up. His walk rate goes up as well. So a great increase despite the lack of development this year. Let's take a look at some of the other players and their production this year in just a moment. But any opportunities for... I'm going to just actually filter out these transactions because we don't need to see those. They don't make any difference for us. We can look at that later. Okay, so since the game ended... Whoa, where are we at? Okay. +8 velocity for Garlapali. So he developed a lot this year. Development for Seb, for Churl, for Sakta. Chance to lose Noodle Arm for Filet again. Gertie Goatman, Scout, and Bobby Odor. So no final development for Digg. He only gets 3 opportunities this season, which is really unfortunate. Now, what I'm going to do here is probably just do the development that we want for the players that we'll plan to bring back next year. So like Gertie here, sure, I'll do that one. We still have a ton of money, so it's not a big deal to spend it. And we'll do that one for a churl. Okay, so no bonuses there. I'm not going to spend on Bobby, not going to spend on Seb. If we still keep them next year, I can always buy it at the beginning of the next season. So, unfortunately, this was a disappointing season for a lot of for development purposes, but a successful season, I would say, for Digg Efforto offensively, as he did lead the team. Actually, he dropped to second place in hits, just behind Sakta Song, 1 hit behind Sakta. 6 RBIs, was right there in the mix with the rest of the offense. Rafi, Sakta with 8, Dwayne and Filet with 9. He ends up with 6. Average, he is at number 2 in average behind Dwayne Butterfingers for the season. And he only had 10 games, not 16. He had the second best. Actually, I can do this.
There's a loose pinata cargo container on the highway.
So he ends up dropping, or he was number 2 in average. We're not going to count Hard Apple there. He was
More and more people are steering toward it. I cannot wait
number 1 or number 2 in OBP behind Butterfinger as well. He definitely dropped down in the slugging category at 308. OPS, he sat 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th in OPS. He had 4 runs scored. He ended up with 16 total bases. He was one of a few that got a double. Let's see how many walks he had. Was 7, so he was actually number 2 in walks behind Filet. Number 2 in stolen bases, Sakta passed him with 3. And then, of course, you can see some of those other rates. So, pitching-wise, Madeline McCarthy was phenomenal for us. Bergenberg had a really ugly year. Garlipali was fine at 3.70 ERA. Tremondo, not great, but not bad. Gertie Goatman, Hard Apple, Hugh Jacobs, and Kira Skinner all pitched really well. Horace had an ugly season here, which is unfortunate, as he's younger and developable. But yeah, Kira Skinner even nearly pitched as much as him and pitched much better. So the pitching side of things, I might keep most, if not all, of these pitchers for next season. But anyways, what we're going to do here is we definitely didn't make the playoffs, right? Yeah. I forgot to check league leaders, actually. So nobody in our team in the top 10. Axel Torque, number 1, the MVP from the Heaters. What a year. 16. He had 11 home runs in 16 games. If you've been following my Chemlock League, you see that we've never had a hitter over a 7 or 8 home runs, and he had 11 with 23 RBIs. This has to be the best season of a player in a 16-game season simulated ever. He takes the batting crown and the triple crown. He wins all 3 percentage categories. Oh, I should check and see if anyone... nobody on our team in any of these categories or these. He leads the league in hits. He leads the league in extra base hits. He doesn't show up in strikeouts despite Rafi Slaps and Odor showing up there. And runs scored, he actually was behind Blamo for runs scored by 2. He doesn't show up in stolen bases. What a year for Axel Torque. I'm going to actually look at him in just a second to see if any unique development occurred for him. Gertie with a .81 whip, making it in the top 10. And then McCarthy with walks per 9, Goatman with walks per 9, McCarthy and Goatman for strikeouts per walk as well. So pitched pretty well, those two. They're the only ones that pop up in the top 10 in any capacity that's positive. Let's go check out Axel Torque really quick to see what his development looked like, because that is an insane year. And I said this game or this video was going to be shorter, and I see the notification that we're getting close to. No, he looks almost exactly the same. He might have developed slightly, but not very noticeable. No extra traits gained just yet. So he had an insane blow up in year 2 for the Heaters. 66 total bases too. Holy shit! I think we might have seen like Tony Centercut or Rock Quintana get like 42 or something like that. But to have 66 total bases is insane. That is crazy. Good for you, Axel. That's actually really fun to see. All right, so that ends the year for Digg Efforto. We will simulate all of these games just to clear it out. The Sirloins win the championship. Did they win last year as well? Nope, it was the Moonstars. So 2 years in a row, the winner comes out of the Super Conference. The Sirloins and the Moonstars. The Boss Division has swept the championship in both years so far. So I'll clear these out really quick, I guess, and then I will take care of everything else in the off season. So Spooner, he's below his value, so I'll just look to bring him back. Scout, same thing. Sakta, well below his value. I don't know. He's asking for still below his value, so I'll keep him. We'll look to get somebody else for Seb. Dwayne had a good year. None of this really matters. I don't know why I'm still doing it on camera for all of you, but maybe this is something you're interested in. Digg, like we said, we are going to always give him what he's asking for. We're not risking him leave, so he's happy to stay at 1.4. He's valued at 2.1, and he's going to stay on the team. So, Filet, he doesn't want to come back. We'll probably bring him back. Nori Miyoshi, doesn't matter. Beerson retires at age 38. Churl, a lot of these I'm not too worried about. Valter is super old, so we'll look to replace him. McCarthy pitched really well. I'm going to still roll the die here. She left at 86% chance. Bergenberg, 92%. He comes back. Legend. Let's see what he does. He leaves at 51%. You see, like, I'm not really worried, and I can spend extra to bring them back, too. We have 45 million in surplus, or in PDO funds right now. Boris, he leaves. Hard Apple, he comes back. Nope. And Kier Skinner. Let's see. Okay, cool. I got a lot of work to do, so I'll take care of that next, before the next video. But let me know what you think of the development of Digg Efforto. He had a 10-game winning streak before he fell flat in the last 6 games of the season. He didn't develop a lot, but he ended up still producing offensively, and that's something we're hopefully going to see him continue to do while we develop him even further. So thank you so much for watching. This is The Road to the Show with Digg Efforto. He will become the best player in Super Mega Baseball history. That's something I'm going to work towards. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these videos, which I'm planning to come out every Saturday, midday or so. And if you have any other questions, comments, or feedback on the series or other ideas that you have for this channel, please let me know in the comments below. Appreciate all of you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.